Welcome back to City Skylines, our series in the town of Darkness, where we're building from the ground up. We are using unlimited money, only so we can get things in place when we unlock them, and also try and see what works and what doesn't work. So, you'll know that the burger joint has gone. Big Bite Burgers has gone. And if you watch the last episode, you'll see that we built this. So we moved our industrial area over here. We gave it its own specific highway connection. So let's just have a look what we did. No, what we unlocked last time, because we didn't really look at what we unlocked. The only thing we really looked at was the highways. So let's go through. So this episode really is to go through the what we've unlocked in Boomtown. So we've managed to unlock transport, some unique buildings, the ferry, the bus, the tram, the taxi. We've got some industry specializations. We've got some new policies, the new roads, and the new pipes, which we're not going to use, and then some new buildings. So we've got the bus depot, the cemetery, the taxi depot, and these other bits and bobs. So the ones that we're going to place down is we will place down the cemetery, we will put the bus and the taxi depot down, and we'll go through putting a couple of bus lines in. So that's the plan for this episode. So let's have a look firstly at the unique buildings that we've managed to unlock. So we've unlocked here, so we've got this one, a leisure building here. Okay, we're not going to put that one in as yet. I think what we'll do first is we'll maybe consider, in fact I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to extend this road a little bit before we do anything. I want to extend it just to here, because what I want to do is put this road there. Right, we've got quite a big demand for commercial, so let's just sort the commercial aspect out first, just to get some commercial buildings in, so we can just satisfy that demand just whilst we're doing some building work, or we're looking at the bus routes, because that's the purpose of really this episode, is just to set a bus route up. There we go. So we have got demand for residential, I can see that. We will expand probably the Walnut district just to satisfy a little bit of that. Maybe Belmont Park as well. We can possibly, in fact, I'll tell you what, let's just do that now. We're going to end up demolishing some buildings, but you know, that's the way it goes, unfortunately, when you're trying to expand a town. So how's that coverage for water? Water, we're fine. Let's now just go back in and we'll put some more houses down, and then we can look at the bus routes. There, I don't want any on this particular avenue there, that'll do. Right. So, bus routes. So in order to unlock buses, you need to have a bus depot. Bus depot will create noise, as you can see. So what I intend to do is put it over here in our industrial area, just so it's just out of the way. So where should we put it? Because I want to probably expand our industrial area out here a little bit. In fact, what we could do is, let's put a one-way road. If we go out, how many units can we go out? If we go 640, 400, go back that way. Then let's pop let's just extend this water pipe a little bit, and then we'll put the bus depot in. The bus depot should hopefully fit nicely in here. It does. Right. So we're going to put the bus depot in here. I want the buses to not clog too much traffic up. There we go. And let's just reconnect that. There, right. So the bus depot's in, as we can see. So what we'll now do is we'll think about doing a couple of bus routes. What I intend to do is do a bus route sort of west to east, east to west, however you like it. The only issue is with that particular road is that the bus will have to go all the way down there unless we put a roundabout in. I'll tell you what, we'll put a roundabout in just while we're considering doing these bus routes. Let's just put a roundabout in. So let's just, I've not planned this. This is purely a on the fly. So let's just do some sort of little round. I know we could do the preset ones, but how's that? That's not bad. And then if we make that, should we leave it as like a little 2-lane? Yeah, we'll leave it as a little 2-lane. That'll be fine. Right, let's get back to the bus routes then. So, bus routes. So we've unlocked the bus depot. That's been put down. So then we need to go over here to the bus line. So, we are playing on left-handed traffic because that's where I live and that's how I understand it. So, what we want to do is create a new line. So that will put a bus stop in automatically. So let's put some bus stops all the way along this sort of main avenue. Now, the reason why I put that roundabout in is because as we loop back, you can see that it will go round that little roundabout and then back. If we hadn't have done it, it would have gone all the way to the industrial area, which is not what I want at the moment. Excuse me. So we'll add another stop there. We'll put one, maybe there, one there, and then we'll complete the line. So we've got a bus route there. So what we want to do is we want to do something similar to here. Now we're going to extend it all the way down, even though we've got nothing down there, because we will be expanding down that way. So let's add a bus stop here, one there. We'll put one here, and then we'll maybe put one in between. Let's put one there, and then we'll complete the line there. Excellent. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go to the bus depot, press play, and then now that you've got the bus lines down, the buses will start appearing from the bus depot, and then we'll go and drive over to where the bus lines are. So the colours of the bus correspond to the bus lines that you've just created. So at the moment we've got a green line. In fact, let's just have a look at the transport routes. So we've got 2 lines at the moment. So we've got a green line there. We've got 2 green lines. Yeah, we have as well. Can we not change one of them? Let's change the colour of one of them to, I don't know, red. There you go. There you go. So we've got the green buses for the green line. We've got the red buses for the red line. I don't know which one's which. Let's have a look. Oh, there you go. So our east to west route is the green line. Our north to south route is the red line. So there you go. So that was that bit on transport. So what else did we unlock at that last milestone? Taxis and the tram and the ferry. We're not going to do the tram or the ferry. We will now look at the taxi. In fact, what we're just going to do is pause it just for a second, and I'll explain why in a second. So the taxi is on the transport tab again, and you need a taxi depot, which again makes its own noise. So I'm going to put the taxi depot in the industrial zone, and I'm going to put it next to the bus depot. Makes sense to me. Let's just put the power line back in. There we go, because that's the power line for our main city. So, taxis. What do we do with taxis, and how do you do them? So the taxis, you have two things. You have the taxi depot and the taxi stand. The taxi stand, as you can see, generates noise, which, as we know, our residents don't like noise. So where should we put one? Oh, we can put one in here. Oh, that's good. Yeah, let's put one there. Put a taxi stand there, and then maybe we can put one down here. You don't have to put up with the noise, I'm afraid. If you want a taxi, you don't have to put up with the noise. So we'll put a couple of taxi stands in. Right. Let's just go through. So we've done that. Industry specialisation we're not going to bother about. Policies. Okay, let's just check these policies out. So, we've got recycling. We're going to select recycling, and the other thing we're going to do is we're going to request that. Okay, you can see why. We get more tourism, we get a reduced crime rate. So that's what we're going to do with that one. So you can have a look through all the policies yourself if you want to, but that's the only ones we're going to implement at the moment. Next, we have the new roads, which we've done a little bit with the highway. We're not going to do anything with tram tracks yet. And the ferries we're not going to touch. The water pipes with heating, we're not touching that because that's really for the snowfall. We're not on a snowfall map. If we were, we'd be using that. So the new buildings that we're looking at, we've put the bus depot down, we've put the taxi depot down. Now we want the cemetery. And the reason why I've got it on pause is usually, as soon as there's something unlocked, then you'll usually find that you'll start having issues. So we'll find that we'll have dead people. So let's get the cemetery. Now the cemetery is the same as, let's just try and get it on, other buildings, other service buildings, is that they have a radius of effect. So depending on what your road network's like, and depending on your location will depend on where it will cover. So if we put it, I'm just trying to get it, here, that covers a lot of the city if we put it on here. Obviously, to get it in there, we're going to have to destroy a few houses. But that might have to be what we need to do, because there's no real other place. I mean, we can put it Belmont Park. And that covers quite a lot of it, actually. That's interesting. I mean, if we put it down here, it's not covering much. If we put it here, or where was the other bit? Here. I think that's going to have to do there, isn't it? Let's put it there. So we've popped, let's just start. So we popped our cemetery in. Actually, it's next to a bus stop, which is alright. I think we've just destroyed some commercial, so let's just pop some commercial back in. Because they're not going to be happy that there's no commercial. In fact, I'm just going to de-zone this bit of commercial there. I thought I've just de-zoned you. But I might move this taxi stand, actually. Yeah, let's move the taxi stand just to the left a little bit there. And then we'll get some commercial. Let's get some commercial here. Like so. Okay. Excellent. So yeah, that's good. So we're doing alright now. So I think that's all of that checked. What's all these? Oh, that's the buses. That's okay. So here come the buses. The green line obviously stops at the green line bus stops. And the red line bus, where are you going? Where's our main route? There we are. He's on his way up here. Is there anybody waiting for a bus up here? No. Don't know what them two are doing. Don't know whether they're waiting for a bus or not. But apparently we're not going to stop at that stop. It may be that we're going to be stopping elsewhere. But anyway. So, that's covered, I believe, all of the information we needed to do on... So we're not doing ferries or boiler stations or anything like that. Ferries that, yes, we might come to when we get up that sort of neck of the woods, but for here, no. So let's speed it up to 2 times time. Need some workers down here, do we? Okay. We've got this dump emptying. Once that dump's emptied, we're going to be doing some more houses. A little bit of demand for industry, have we? Okay. Have we not filled all the squares in on here? Yeah, we have. Got plenty of room for it. But we've now got an issue with we need more residential. So let's expand Walnut Park, shall we? Let's go out. Oh, we've got it on the curves, haven't we? We'll do it freeform. Let's expand Walnut Park, shall we? So if we bring this road up like that, bend it round maybe to there, then back on itself, do a little bit of a bend. We'll connect it all up. And bring it down here. Yeah, that could work. We'll do some straight roads as well, just to break it up a little bit, because it's just very. Can we get it in here? Yeah, we can. Let's just get rid of this building here that's just been abandoned. And let's have a look at the pipework. The pipework's not going to extend all the way. So let's just put some out. And then we'll extend the district itself. And then we'll zone all of those areas that we've just done a little road network for. So let's do some zoning. We'll put it on the fill icon. And what should we do first? Let's fill these in. Now, can we move that? That's extended over there, so we might actually move this power line. Let's just test that. Let's just test that out. We might not need that actual power line there, because I think it's covered. So let's just zone all these with some residential. I think we can get rid of that one as well. And then that means we can then zone here. So we're going to get plenty of housing in, hopefully. We did have a big demand, but we've covered that little demand now. Buses are looking okay, yeah? Around the turnaround. Wait for people to cross the roads, and we've got some people waiting here. So the buses are working. Off he goes. Next bus stop. People getting on and off. Good. Let's just check the traffic situation out whilst we're here. In fact, we're going to turn the stop signs off on here. Oh, sorry, the traffic lights. There we go. Excellent, that's going alright. Let's just check the industrial area. Industrial area seems to be okay, it's working okay. There's no major traffic problems. Walnut District, are we doing okay? Walnut District's okay. An abandoned building over here in Belmont Park. Never mind. Slight demand for all three, which is okay. That's nice. Got a swimming pool, that one. It's a nice little building. So, yeah. So what are we going to be doing? I'm not going to play through to the next milestone at the moment. Because I think what we're going to be doing is, obviously this is our suburbs over here. What I want to do is bring a highway connection over this way up onto here. Or do we need one? We've got a highway connection there. Do we actually need one for around here? Yeah, we will, because we're going to be building up that way as well with some more suburbs. So no, yeah, I want to bring a highway connection from there over here, across the water and over this side, because this side over here is going to be where I think we're going to put the main part of our city. And it's going to have its own specific highway connection here, I think. Yeah, I think we're going to do it like that. And what I'm going to do as well, now I'll leave that turnaround there. I was about to say I'm going to demolish this turnaround, but no, we're going to leave it there for now. Yeah, we're at 2. Look at all these workers that we need here. What's the issue now? Okay, let's just check the school issue out, just to make sure what's going on. We'll do it on the info tab. It's going to be easier if we do it on this tab, isn't it? So the elementary school's fine, the high school's fine. We haven't unlocked the university yet, so we can't do anything about that. So, yeah. So there you go. So what I will do is, I'm not going to do any major building or anything. I'm just going to let this run through. Tram depot. Yeah, because I don't think we're going to put a tram in. Or unless we do. I'm just wondering whether or not to put a tram depot and run a tram that will go through these these residential zones. Because of these roundabouts that we've got here. Yeah. I might think about that one. I mean, that could work. It could work. It might not work. But it could. Yeah. Not sure, actually. Something to think about, I suppose. Let me know what you think. Let me know if it's worth putting a tram in here to run around and service the particular residential zones that we've got here. Is it worth putting a tram in? The issue then would be, of course, now then, let's get rid of this. Right. What we're going to do now is we're now going to zone this particular area as a residential zone. So let's start by marking it out. This is called the Crest District. So that'll do for now. We have got a demand for residents, so let's just fill this in and let them all move in. Let's just pause it a second just so I can get rid of that last industrial square. There we go. Excuse me. So let's see if anybody moves into the Crest District, because we can build that a little bit. Yeah, it's not going to be brilliant because they're near the highway and it was an old industrial area, but they can go there. Maybe as well we could put some commercial to run there and run there. There we go. So what we'll do, because I don't want the episode to be too long, we'll finish the episode just there and we'll continue again working towards the next milestone. So hope you enjoyed. Bye bye bird. Thank you for watching. We'll pick this up again and hopefully we'll get towards the next milestone. So thanks for watching and I'll catch you again soon.